Does any of you have an idea? Relationship, right? Between rising global temperatures, global warming, simple word is global warming, and frequency of extreme weather events, weather change, right? Weather change, climate changes, right? Now you see, did you understand the difference between the two? I mentioned, highlighted 3 things. What are the 3 things? Academic writing is based on evidence. That is number 1. The second one is the language and the words, right? In casual writing, we use the words which we use in our day-to-day life. Whereas in academic writing, we use some heavy words in place of them. The third one is this news article or the casual writing is easy to understand. Academic writing is somewhat difficult to understand. Right? Therefore, you should have an idea about academic writing, because whenever you want to read a book, right, the sentences you find may be mostly towards academic, right? So you don't find this type of sentences, right? Like task A in books, right? But if you read a newspaper, you may find them. The books related to your subjects may contain this type of sentences, right? That is the basic thing you need to remember, right? So there are some questions. When you answer these questions, you will understand. Who is the audience in text, in each text? Let's say text A. Who is the audience? Audience means those who get the information. Who is the audience of text A? Can you guess?
When we think about news article, the audience is public people.
Yeah, ordinary people. Ordinary people. Maybe educated, less educated, right? Whatever. Task B.
Task B is mostly student science, scientific material, something science. Students and teachers and like that, sir.
Right. Okay. So we can find the answer. Right. Give me 1 minute. Everything is there in the other one. Right. I just wanted to start with the question. Now we will have a look at the original material. Right. Now look at this. Now you learn something about academic writing. We'll discuss further using this handout. Look at this. What is the purpose of this handout? Summarizes the key point and activities from today's lesson. Look at this. Now already I have given you the answer. When was the last time you wrote something in English? Can you remember? When did you write something in English? Did you write it yesterday? This morning? 2 weeks back? Right? Anything in English, including WhatsApp messages, lab report, essays, exam answers, or whatever. Maybe short messages, whatever. Can you remember?
Yes.
Right. Now, what is academic writing? Already I have given you. idea. Right. What is it? There are three features. I talk about these three features. A formal way of communicating knowledge. Formal way of communicating knowledge. It is a formal. You have to use the formal language. Used in universities, research, as Pramod said, academic. Texts are read by university students, lecturers, researchers, right? Any other academic related people, right? Research and professional science. These are the areas where academic writing is used. Audience, I asked you the question and I have given the answer already. And Pramod also gave some answer. Academics, maybe lecturers or students, researchers, examiners, right? The academic writing is important to all the three categories. Right. These are the features of academic English. It should be clear. Sometimes when you use heavy words, the idea may be vague. Vague means unclear, right? But you have to write clearly. Second one, precise. Precise means brief, right? To the point. Don't go round and round. You have to straight away say whatever you want to say. It is better if you can give examples, but don't give lot of examples. Third one, evidence-based. That is what I talk about. You have evidence. In the previous one, we said the studies proven, the research studies have said, studies have proven that according to studies. So there are some evidences and formal. These are the four features you need to remember. What are the four features? Clear. Precise means short and to the point. Evidence-based. There should be evidence and formal language. Right? This is what we discussed earlier. The answer is there. Climate change is making the weather go crazy and lots of people are worried. Same thing. Recent research studies demonstrate a significant correlation between rising global temperatures and the frequency of extreme weather events. Audience, academics, researchers, examiners. Right? Which one is more formal? I have already discussed. The second one is more formal. Because the first one includes words and phrases and the language used in day-to-day life. Right? Which uses evidence? The second one. What is the evidence? Recent studies. Which sounds more objective? Right. I will talk about subjective and objective. Right? Subjective means the idea may vary from person to person. If we take a story, if we take a short story, if we take a novel, right? It is subjective. Subjective means the reader can have different ideas. Different readers can have different ideas. There is no one fixed idea, right? That is called subjective. Objective means for everybody, same idea should be there, right? That is called objective. Then science, the academic writing should be objective for everybody. I read, you read, or any other people read, they should get the same idea, right? That is called objective, right? More objective. Objective කියලා කියන්නේ හැමෝටම එකම අදහස එන්න ඕනේ. එකම දේ තමයි එතනින් ගම්ම්‍ය වෙන්න ඕනේ. Subjective කියනවා different ඒවා ගන්න පුළුවන්. Right, look at the task A. Climate change is making the weather go crazy. Crazy has different meanings. The people also go crazy. Right? Animals also go crazy. And people are worried. Right? So what is the meaning of the word worry here? Right? It has a lot of meanings. Isn't that so? On the contrary, if we say studies demonstrate, not all. Right? We have evidence. there is a significant correlation between rising global temperature. කෝරේ සම්බන්ධතාවයක් සහ සම්බන්ධතාවයක් විශේෂිත වූ නේද? පෙන්නනවලු ස්ටඩීස් පරණ තියෙන්නේ මොකක් සම්පත්තේ? global temperature ගැන. ඒ විතරක් නෙමෙයි නේද? frequency of extreme weather events. weather එකේ වෙනස් වීම. ඒ සිද්ධීන් නේද? rain එක. right? The drought, flooding, these things, right? Cyclones, ඒවා ගැන evidence තියෙනවා. එතකොට objective, right? Everybody will get the same idea. But if you use the word crazy, different people will understand it in different ways. Some might ask, how can weather go crazy? Human beings go crazy, right? How can weather go crazy? So that is how you think, right? That is one of the distinguished differences between academic writing and casual writing. Understand? Casual writing means one for the all, no change. What is the chat? Subjective and objective. Explain again. Right? Subjective means these words may have more than one meaning. Different people will understand it in different ways. Right? For me, the idea will give one, the sentence will give one idea. For another person, it will give another idea. Right? It is understood in different ways. Subjective. Right? Objective means it is the same for everybody. සිංහලෙන් කිව්වොත් එහෙම සබ්ජෙක්ටිව් කියලා කියන්නේ ඒක දිහා බලන ආකාරය අනුව වෙනස් වෙනවා. ඔබ්ජෙක්ටිව් කියලා කියන්නේ එහෙම වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Right? Do you understand? මට සාමාන්‍යයෙන් දෙන්න පුළුවන් මේ උදාහරණයක් නේද? දැන් මෙහෙම හිතන්නකෝ. එක කාමරයක් තියලා දොර සම්පූර්ණයෙන් වහලා. ඕකට අදහස් දෙකක් නැහැනේ. නේද? දොර වහලා නම් වහලම තමයි. තව එකක් තියෙනවා දොර බාගෙට ඇරලා. කෙනෙක් කියනවා මේ කාමරයේ දොර බාගෙට ඇරලා. තව කෙනෙක් කියනවා නෑ 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 ඕක බාගෙට වහලා කියන්න පුළුවන්. අන්න බාගෙට ඇරලාද බාගෙට වහලාද කියන්නේ එකඟතාවයක් නෑ. ඒවා අපි කියනවා සබ්ජෙක්ටිව්. ඔබ්ජෙක්ටිව් කියන්නේ එකම අදහස හැමෝටම එකම. Do you understand? බාගෙට වහලා තිබ්බ දොර. Halfly open door, one can understand it halfly closed. Right? අන්න ඒ වාගේ දෙයක් තමයි සබ්ජෙක්ටිව් කියලා කියන්නේ. Okay? එතකොට academic writing is objective. For everybody, it should give the same idea. Right. Look at the other part. Why academic writing matters. That means why it is important, useful for you as science students. Why academic writing is important. Right? So you have to write lab reports and practical, write some. Practical, sometimes after doing a practical, you have to write lab reports. So sometimes you have to write a report on that. For example, field visit. After going on a field visit, I think according to university norms, students have to submit a report, right? Because you use the money. So you should prove that money has been used usefully, right? Therefore, what is called project proposal or the report is very useful. So you have to write reports, lab reports, etc. So for that you need academic writing, science-based, right? Then you have to write assignments. Remember my assignment, right? Or the writing task, exams, and projects. Everybody has to do a project here, right? Irrespective of the discipline, academic discipline, maybe ASP, ASB, HPT, ICT, everybody has to write projects in their third year, right? Maybe general law, special. For general students, it is a small one. For special one, students, it is somewhat big one. Also, you have to write research papers, dissertations, etc. Dissertations means you collect information by interviewing people, like I collect your information by giving a questionnaire, and you have to write them then after that. That is called dissertation. සාමාන්‍ය special degree එකක් එහෙම කරනකොට එක එක්කෙනාගේ dissertations and ලියන්න. When you do a special degree, you have to write dissertations. You have to write research papers. Right here we have what is called research symposium. Right, the undergraduates research symposium. Not all, any undergraduate can present a research paper, do a research and present. The research papers, when you write research papers, you need to adhere to academic writing. Now, do you understand? Whatever you write in the university setting context, you need to use academic language, right? Therefore, academic English is very much useful to you. Right? Then communication with the scientific community, maybe lecturers, maybe your colleagues, right? Maybe researchers, whenever, with whoever you communicate, you need to use this. Not verbally, neither. In writing, written form of communication, you need to use academic language. Then for careers, sometimes when you get a job, there also you need to write proposals, your publications, and professional reports. Did you understand? There is a long, number of areas you need to use academic writing. On the whole, everywhere. In the university, you have to use academic writing whenever you want to communicate with the others. Right. Look at this question then. Write 1 or 2 sentences. Why do I need academic writing in my field of study? You should be able to write sentences. Why do I need academic writing in my field of study? But here, when you write in, you have to focus on this. It should be academic. Right? Therefore, when you write this, you have to think of the clarity. Right? Avoid vague words. Vague means ambiguous, double meaning. For example, in the previous one, worries and crazy. Crazy may have different meaning. Worries may have different meaning because we use it in different context, situations. දැන් මෙතනදී අපි climate එක ගැන කතා climate එක අපි කිව්වා crazy. Right? ගොඩක් වෙලාවට crazy වෙන්නේ human නේද? Human එහෙම නැත්නම් animals. එතකොට ඒක vague. Right? We can use it to some other, apply it to some other entities. එතකොට academic writing එකේදී එහෙම බෑ. Right? කෙලින්ම තියෙනවා vague බෑ. Ambiguous බෑ. Objectivity and focus on evidence, not opinions. Objectivity කියන්නේ එකයි. Evidence මත පදනම් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ opinion එකක් නෙමෙයි. Opinion subjective නේද? Opinion subjective. For example, first one opinion. අපි ගමුකෝ උදාහරණයක් මගේ activity එකේ mid test එකේ in the mid test activity is first one is about your opinion on what? Online education. That may vary from person to person, neither. One can look at online education as good. The others can look at it as bad. So that is subjective. It may vary from person to person. But scientific things will never vary. For me, for you, it should be the same. එතකොට පළවෙනි activity එක මම දීලා තියෙන එක academic පැත්තට බර නෙමෙයි. Did you understand? That is casual writing. Did you understand? Because still I did not start academic writing with you. Right? I think you understood the meaning of the word objectivity. Right? Evidence. Evidence means no change. evidence තිබ්බනම් කාටවත් වෙනස් වෙන්න බෑනේ ඒක. හැමෝටම එක විදිහනේ. Next one, concise. Avoid unnecessary words. You need to use only the necessary words. Then formality. Use academic tone and vocabulary. Correlation, right? Demonstrate. ඒ වගේ වචන තමයි අපි පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. ඒකට තමයි formality කියලා කියන්නේ. Academic tone එක ඒකට අපි කියන්නේ. And vocabulary used in the field. Right. Will you be able to write this? Why do I need academic writing in my field of study? Write 2 sentences on that. Will you be able to write? Why do I need academic writing in my field of study? Try to write at least 2 sentences. At least 1 sentence. Think of these 4. Clear, objectivity, at least 1 or 2 students. I know this is somewhat difficult, but you can try. Right. I received 1 answer in the chat. I will read. Right. ICT 118. No name. I will read these 2. Please, everybody listen to me. Right. 1 sentence. Sentence number 1. I need academic writing in my field of study to clearly express my ideas and support them with evidence. Good. But you can improve this. Right? Remember, in academic writing, we do not use need. We do not write first person, IV sentences. IV sentences are not used. Right? And need, what is the casual, what is the academic word for need. Need is casual.
Necessary.
Necessary. Better word. Require. Require. Right? So you can
Excuse me,
correct
second.
this. I need, you can use it in passive. Right? I need academic writing. When it comes to passive, what happens? Academic writing
Academic writing
is required. Academic writing
Mm.
is required in any field. It is in my field. In a field of study, academic writing is required, or academic writing is useful, essential in any field of study to express ideas clearly and support with evidence. You can little bit change it. Right? Second idea given by the same student, it helps me to communicate professionally and improve my research skills. Okay. But with help, we do not use me neither. It helps me communicate. To communicate mean it helps me communicate professionally and improve my research skills. Good. That one is good. Right? So that is different from ordinary language. ICT 45 has written, I will read this for everybody to get an idea. Right? 45. I need academic writing once again. Academic writing is required or useful or mandatory, essential. Because I think academic writing will help me to convey complex ideas and arguments in a clear and structured manner. In a clear and structured manner, okay. I can't bear. We don't use I. Right? You can use for somebody, anybody. Right? Academic writing is required. Right? To write something academically, and it will help to convey complex ideas, arguments in a clear and structured manner. Right? You can write in that way. Mostly, passive voice is used. Active voice is also used. Right? Wherever you need to use I and we, better to use passive. Because in academic writing, we do not use first person pronouns, I and we. Right? There is another given by ICT 176. I need that for assignments, exams, and project. Can somebody make it advanced? I need that for assignments, exams, and project. Casual writing. Casual writing. How to express the same idea in an academic way, academic manner? Yeah. Academic writing helps academics, right? Academics in writing assignments, in exams, and when writing projects, something like that. It helps to create lab reports and research. Okay, right? It helps. Don't say to. It helps create. Usually after help, we do not use to. It helps create. It helps create lab report and researchers. What is the plural form of research? Research is uncountable. Right? Research is uncountable. So there is no plural. Research, plural is also research because there is no plural. Like water, sugar, hair, right? No plural. Research, research. Right? Another answer, it provides critical thinking. It develops critical thinking, research, and communication skills necessary for academic and professional success. Okay, it is good, right? It develops critical thinking, research, and communication skills. Research and communication skills, right? Together, two skills necessary for academic and professional success. Okay, good sentence. Next one, the academic writing crucial is, it should be, crucial is adjective. So it should be academic writing. Don't say the. Academic writing is crucial or critical, right? For success professional career. Don't use thing even, right? You can use that as an adjective neither. Academic writing is crucial, right? For success of professional career. For the success of, right? Professional career. Good. It important. What is missing? Verb. It is important to academic process. What do you mean by that? No meaning, vague, unclear. It is important to academic process. Academic writing is essential in physical sciences to convey an idea clearly and precisely. An idea. Or better to say ideas. Right? Academic writing is essential in physical sciences to convey ideas clearly and precisely. Good. One more, ICT. Academic writing helps me clearly explain scientific ideas, share research, and succeed in both studies and future scientific work. This is somewhat, what can you say? Vague. පොඩි vague ගතියක් තියෙනවා මේකේ. Academic writing helps me clearly explain scientific ideas. Good. Share research. Share research findings. Share research findings. And succeed in both studies and future career. Better to say. Scientific word career, future career. Your job. Both studies and future career. Better to say. Okay, good. Right? You seem to have a lot of good ideas. It develops skills such as communication and language accuracy. Yes. It develops skills such as. Don't use like. Like is used in casual language. In place of such as. We can also use like neither. It develops skills like. Like is casual. Such as is academic. Academic writing is important to me. Me or neither. Academic writing is important to present opinions. Me or not, my or not. Academic writing is important to present opinions or special incidents. I pace කියන්න face for a professional audience in an official manner. You can say encountered, right? By professionals in official manner. Next one. Academic writing is beneficial to produce formal laboratory reports. Yes. Academic writing is beneficial to produce formal laboratory reports. Okay. 76. First sentence is not good. Therefore, you wrote another. Good. Anyway. Right? Okay. Right. Did you understand the difference between academic writing and casual writing? So these are the things we are going to discuss here. How to develop. Now, as this is the first day, I don't worry about your writing. But anyway, most of you had written good answers, very good answers. And let's see how to develop this little by little. There are certain lessons we need to follow for that. Then after that, it will be okay, right? Then look at this activity. See, rewrite into academic style. Look at this one. Casual language is there. What is the chat? Right. ICT 4. Academic writing is the writing, the perspectives and information explicitly towards certain idea. Where is the verb? Academic writing is the writing, the perspective and information explicitly towards certain ideas. It should be expressed, neither. Perspectives and information explicitly expressed it should be. Right, now we will proceed. Right, I look at some of your answers. Look at this one. You have got the casual one. Try to write it. Let's see how it is written in academic way. Casual one. Lots of people are getting sick because of pollution. Lots of people are getting sick because of pollution. Casual. Right. Look at academic. A significant number of individuals. Can you see even people have not been used. Lots of water, a significant number. Same, neither. Same. Lots of people, saha, a significant number of individuals, same. Right? Are getting sick. How to say it academically? Suffer from what kind of diseases? Respiratory illness. Getting sick for what kind of sickness? What kind of illnesses? But in scientific English, it should be clearly highlighted. Respiratory illnesses, not usual. දැන් මේක බලපුවම කියන්න පුළුවන් casual එක දිහා බලපුවම කෙනෙකුට කියන්න පුළුවන් මිනිස්සුන්ට දද කුෂ්ඨ හැදෙන්නත් පුළුවන් නේද? මිනිස්සු ඔළුව කැක්කම හැදෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. කැස්ස හෙම්බිරිසාව හැදෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒ සික්නේ. Right? But it is clearly expressed in academic women. Suffer from respiratory illnesses. Right? Illnesses related to your respirator, the pulmonary system. Due to, because of කියන එක due to. Because of casual, due to academic. Right? Environmental pollution. මෙතන තියෙනවා pollution. Right? We can understand it. When you look at the casual idea, it is understood that pollution. But once again, subjective. Pollution කියව මොන විදිය pollution එකක්ද? Pollution can be of different types. It is clearly said here, environmental pollution. Did you understand? That is subject. This is objective. Objective. It is clearly said. Pollution කියන එකයි environmental pollution කියන එකයි. Pollution not clear, ne? Right? Environmental pollution clearly expressed. So that is the difference between casual writing and academic writing. Did you understand? Right. Now look at this. We did an experiment and it worked really well. We did an experiment and it worked really well. How do you say it? How do we say it in an academic way? We did an experiment and it worked really well. What is the word we can use in place of did? Yes. We did කියන casual language. What is the word that is suitable for experiment? Conducted. Right? Not launch even. Conducted. Can we say we conducted an experiment? We can say how? We worked on research without using we. The experiment that was conducted worked really well. Right? The experiment that was conducted worked really well. Did you understand? The experiment that was conducted worked really well. Many kids don't like science. Many kids. We can say a number of kids. A significant number of kids don't like science. Yes. Don't like what can we say? Are not interested. We can say a number of kids when what a number of children, youngsters, number of youngsters are not interested in science. Are not interested in science. You can say it in that way. The results were awesome. Awesome means handsome, that attractive, and proved our idea was right. Awesome is a word that is used in casual. What is the word we can use in place of awesome?
Positive?
Yeah. Positive. Any other? We'll check until we get the most suitable word. Strong. More ideas?
Wonderful.
Yeah. Now, I have received one answer, ICT4. The results corresponded with the original idea. What do you think of that? The result corresponded with the original idea. Amazing, remarkable, yeah, you can use. One idea, this is not the one and only correct answer. The results corresponded with the original idea, it's okay. Right, the results were incredible. The problem is whether incredible and awesome same. Outstanding, exceptional, yeah. Outstanding is better, ne? The results were outstanding. And proved our idea. Significant, yeah. Significant is not suitable here, ne? You can say attractive, and proved idea was right. Rigorous, yeah. Rigorous is also not the same, neither. We can say, what is the other one? Exceptional, yeah. The results were exceptional, and we can say Sorry?
Demonstrate.
Demonstrated our, what is it? Idea කියන එකට. And you can say tally සමාන වෙනවා with the idea. The results were outstanding and supported the validity of our hypothesis. Correct. This is a very good, best answer. The results were outstanding and supported the validity of our hypothesis. Okay, hypothesis means idea, ne? Yeah. Right? Good. The results are outstanding. You may be getting the support of AI, never mind. Right? Never mind. When you give it to AI, asking it to write it in an academic way, that is one of the use of technology. Right? Technology is good. Right? You can use it for purpose. Now, when you try on, right, these activities at home, you can get the AI support. You give the idea, type the idea, right? AI GPT, and ask to convert it to more academic writing, right? Academic writing, or more academic way. Then it will give. I think this answer was taken in that way, right? The results were outstanding. I really appreciate your effort, ICT 118, right? Maybe you wrote it yourself. I don't know, right? That is what I guessed. Sometimes this may be your own idea. Anyway, the idea was good, right? The results were outstanding and supported the validity of our hypothesis. Good, good. Right. What is the difference between everyday language, that is casual language, versus scientific writing? What is the difference? Right? Same idea. Different registers. Registers means words, right? Vocabulary. Look at this. There are 3 examples I have taken here. Same idea I have expressed in 3 different ways. One is informal, second one is semi-formal, third one is formal. Look at this. WhatsApp are informal. May බලන්න. Plants grow faster in the sun. LOL. That's a symbol as well. Right? That is a kind of interjection. LOL. Right? To express happiness. That is mostly used in informal language. Plants grow faster in the sun. That is the WhatsApp message. Very informal. Blog. Semi-formal. Sunlight has been shown to improve plant growth rates. Right? This is semi-formal. Plants has been shown to improve plant growth. So sunlight has been shown to improve plants' growth rates. What is academic? Experimental evidence suggests that exposure to natural sunlight significantly enhances the growth of plants. Right? Experimental evidence. There is evidence suggests that exposure to natural sunlight significantly enhances the growth of plants. Right? I think this will be helpful for you to read and understand. Lecture notes, right? Textbooks, and any other, right, support. Maybe you should be able to understand. Right? All the 3 have the same meaning. Do you understand? Plants grow faster in the sun. More simple way. Second one, sunlight has been shown to improve plant growth rate. Somewhat formal, semi-formal. Third one, experimental evidence suggests that exposure to natural sunlight significantly enhances the growth of plants. Did you understand? Right. Okay. Activity 3. Right? Activities are there. What is the idea? Rewrite the claim. Exercise is good for health. That is the idea. Exercises is good for health. How do we say in the 3 different ways? Try to write. Exercise is good for health. What's that message? Science block and academic state. Take about 5 minutes and write. Right. Pramodji has sent an answer, only two, but there should be three. People exercise every day to improve their health. There are some grammar errors. Don't say people exercise every day to improve their health. THEIR. People exercise every day to improve their health. Blog, no. Right, second one. Third one, academic. The significant number of a significant number. A significant number of scientific materials. Better to say scientific studies. Right? Illustrated exercises are crucial. Crucial is an adjective. Are crucial to human body to enhance the maintain a healthier body. ICT 4, these are the three answers. You need to exercise often. It is good for your health. Yeah. You need to exercise often. Full stop. It is good for you. Good to you. Good for you. Right. Second one. Frequent exercise has become a significant factor of a healthy lifestyle. Okay. Recent researchers they make studies. Research, we can't make it plural. Recent studies, right, have proven that there is a strong correlation between engaging in regular physical activities and improved health outcome. Yeah. Okay. Shall I give you the answers? Okay, let's have a look at the answers. Let me take the document. Right. Look at this. First one, what's that? Exercising is super good for you. Bro, can you see? Exercising is super good for you, bro. Casual language. Did you understand? Science block. Regular exercise has been shown to improve both physical and mental health. Look at it. Regular exercise has been shown to improve both physical and mental health. Academic statement, that is academic. Empirical evidence. Empirical means research. That is the adjective that we can use for research. Empirical evidence indicates that regular physical activity significantly contribute to the prevention of chronic illnesses and promotion of overall well-being. Did you understand? If you want, you can write it down. Right? This is the idea. This is a WhatsApp one. This is the blog. And this is the academic style. Empirical evidence indicates that regular physical activity means exercise, significantly contributes to the prevention of chronic illness coming for a long time, and promotion of overall well-being. Well-being means health. Right, now look at the previous one. This is about experiment. Experiment one. See, we did an experiment and it worked really well. How do we write it in academic way? The experiment was conducted successfully. Can you see passive? We don't use we, right? The experiment was conducted successfully and yielded reliable results. If you want, you can write down. The experiment was conducted successfully and yielded reliable results. Next one, kids. Kids story. Many kids don't like science. How? A considerable proportion of students demonstrate lack of interest in science. We can say considerable number, even a considerable proportion of students demonstrate a lack of interest in science. No, there is a question, right? Is academic writing mostly use passive voice sentences? Not mostly, appropriately, right? We usually don't use VI. In that cases, we have to use passive. And there are some other cases where there is no clear subject, doer, right? When there is no clear doer, agent, right? We need to use passive. I විනම් පාවිච්චි කරන්නෙම නැහැ. I වෙන බොහෝ විට පැසිව් වලින් පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. සමහර ඒවා තියෙනවා පැහැදිලිව කරපු කෙනෙක් නැහැ. එතකොට පැසිව් පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. දැන් කලින් එකේදී right we conducted, we did the experiment. අනිවාර්යෙන් we ලියන්නෙම නැහැ. Right. Look at the other one. Third one. The results were awesome and proved our idea was right. Commonly, the results strongly supported. The results strongly supported the initial hypothesis. The word hypothesis, an idea, hypothesis. Idea means what we think. Hypothesis also what we think. Hypothesis කියලා කියන්නේ සිංහල වචනේ මොකක්ද? What is Sinhala word for hypothesis? කල්පිතේ නේ, උපකල්පනය කරපු දේ. Idea same. The results strongly supported the initial hypothesis. And උපකල්පනය. කල්පිතේ. Yes. Right, shall we continue? Right, there is another bonus. Let's see. Now shall we try on this? Plants grow better in sunlight. Experimental data suggests that exposure to natural sunlight significantly enhances the growth of rate of plants compared to those cultivated under artificial light. That is the bonus. We did not discuss it. Right. Let me take the correct handout. The question is in the other one. This is the bonus. Rewrite the following claim in academic style. Plants grow better in sunlight. In 2 ways. Right, I have already discussed the answers. Plants grow better in sunlight. Let's see how to write it in 3 different ways. See, academic, experimental data suggests that exposure to natural sunlight significantly enhance the growth rate of plants compared to those cultivated under artificial light. Right? Shall you take the slides? It is not the one. Right. This is a summary of what we discussed today. What academic writing is. We discuss what academic writing is. Under that, we talk about the style, vocabulary, right, etc. How to write it, and they are more objective. They contains evidence, right? Lot of things we discuss. Then Why it matters for science students? Because we need to write answers at the examination. We need to write lab reports. We need to write other type of reports. And we need to take intern, and there we have to use a lot of things are there. Right? Main features of academic writing: clarity, objectivity. Objectivity means one for all, correctness and formality. Right? Then we talk about the difference between everyday language and scientific language. Informal, formal. Right. Finally, we have one more activity, that is the summary, actually. That is also related to summary. This is the one we used just now. Give me 1 minute. This is the one. You have a small task, right? What you learn today, you have to write here. Before you leave, write short answers. One new thing I learned about academic writing today. One new thing I learned about academic writing today. Why academic writing is important for me as a science student. One question, right, I still have about academic writing. One question, it is not clear, right? Write something. Third one, if you don't have questions, don't write. But for the first one and second one, you may have answers. One new thing you learned and why academic writing is important to you as a science student. If you have any question, you can write down. Take about 2-3 minutes and write. Right. I will start with the third question. One question I still have about academic writing. If you have any question, you can ask about academic writing. Better you ask orally. Somebody has sent the answers. Right, question number 1. What is it? One new thing I learned about academic writing. What is the new thing? Answer the difference between the words. Why academic writing is important? To develop skills. That is the answer sent by ASP 119. Third one, limited knowledge about formal words. So that is the question. That is the problem you have. Right. ICT 4. One new thing you learned. Always try to figure out what is difference between academic and informal writing. That is good. Right. Today I learned that academic writing differs from other writing by expressing the ideas subjectively. Right. Subjective and objective matter. Second one, why it is important to you in the field of science, I believe that facts are what's expected, not opinions. Academic writing exists for expressing facts, right? Not opinions. Yeah, there's a difference between facts and opinion. Yeah, that it requires a lot of different words. I wasn't very familiar with that. Yeah, I am not familiar with that. Not I wasn't. Academic writing is objective. Academic writing is useful. Clearly explain our answer in university exams, report, etc. Right. These are the possible answers. I will show you the answers as well. Let me take the answer sheet. Right. These are the answers for me, by me. Right. One thing I learned, academic writing should be formal and objective. I think some of you had written. Academic writing should be formal and objective. Why it is important for science students? Because I will need to write lab reports, research papers, and communicate my findings clearly. One question still I have, how can I avoid plagiarism? Right? Plagiarism, are you familiar with plagiarism? Plagiarism? What is plagiarism? Plagiarism is copied section from others' writing. Right? Actually, when writing these reports and so on, proposals, right, and thesis, some people copy the thing as it is. So that is called plagiarism. Right? Plagiarism is prohibited. Right? Suppose you write a thesis or whatever, you can get ideas from them, but you have to change according to your ideas. Right? You can't copy the same thing. Right? So you should avoid plagiarism. How can I avoid plagiarism? When I use other people's idea, other people's idea. When using other people's ideas, you can't write others' ideas as yours. So that is called plagiarism. You can get research means research. You find something that has been already investigated by somebody, found by someone. That is called plagiarism. Plagiarism කියලා කියන්නේ කාගවත් දෙයක් copy කරන්න බෑ අපේ කියලා. එයා මෙහෙම කිව්වා කියලා කියන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක අපි කියපු හැටි කියන්න බෑ. අන්න එතනයි ප්‍රශ්නේ තියෙන්නේ. Right? So that is a problem, especially in academic writing. Some people write the same thing written by somebody as his or her own ideas. So that's wrong. Right. That's all I have to tell you as the introduction to academic writing. I think you got an idea about between the difference between academic writing and casual writing, formal language and informal language, right? Academic writing is objective, whereas casual writing is subjective, right? And especially vocabulary. You have to be very careful with that. So that is the summary of the lesson. That's all I have to tell you today. If you have to ask anything, I can answer. Otherwise, we can end. Okay, it seems nothing. So we will end our discussion today. Please do the activities in mid-test, right? Mid-test and send it to me, right? There are 170 students. I expect minimum 170. There should be more than that because there are some absentees also, right? Minimum 178, right? Let's see, right? So that's all I have to tell you today. If possible, send me, if you like, fill that form and send it to me. We have 2-3 days more. And that's all I have to tell you. See you again next week. Okay, have a nice week. Thank you very much, everybody.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Pramod.
we are only submitted midterm test.
Yeah. Already you have submitted pre-test. Am I correct? Pramod? I think most of you have submitted pre-test. Right? It is there. I have saved them. I have given you some marks as well. Now this is the second one, midterm. Did you understand? Others
Yes.
we have done, we discuss everything. Pramod, is that what you want to know?
Yes, sir. I want to know midterm test on test wanted to only submitted
Yeah.
for
Yeah. Others we discuss.
but other things,
Other things means
other activities.
we discuss today.
Yeah.
No need to submit. We discussed them. We have already discussed them. Right? If
Okay,
you
sir.
want, I will send you the answer sheet as well. I have got the answer sheet. I will send it to you. Then you can check your answers by yourself.
Okay, sir.
Right. Final exam එකට මේ ලකුණු add කරන්නේ නැහැ. But it is good for your progress. You can check your progress by yourself. Right? So that is the case. I want to have a look at how you answer. මොකද මේ දැන් මෙහෙම කරන හැමෝගෙම answers මට හම්බ වෙන්නේ නැහැනේ. I can't check නේද? The same students will answer every day. So I don't know about the others. So I want to judge. Right? When the semester begins, we need to find remedial actions. එතකොට ඔකෙන් මාක්ස් අනුව තමයි අපි ඊළඟට සෙමෙස්ටර් එක පටන් ගත්තාම ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඇතුළට මොන විදිහට ඔයගොල්ලන් ට්‍රීට් කරන්න ඕන කියන එක තේරුම් ගන්න. Right? We need to get a feedback. Right? This is to get a feedback. Therefore, send. We can identify where you are. කොහෙද ඔයාලා ඉන්නේ කියන එක මට තේරුම් ගන්න තමයි ඕනේ. සෙමෙස්ටර් පටන් ගත්තාම අපි ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැන් ඔය විදිහට ගෲප් වල තමයි ගොඩක් වෙලාට කරන්නේ. ඒක අදාළ ගෲප් එකට දාලා කරන්න පුළුවන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ ලකුණු අනුව. Right? That is the purpose. Right. Okay, anything else? ඔයගොල්ලන්ට දැන් එවන්න තියෙන්නේ මට මිඩ් ටෙස්ට් එකේ විතරයි කරලා එවන්න. මේකේ ආන්සර් ෂීට් එකක් මම එවන්න ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඕන. Right. Is that all? So we will end. See you again next week. Okay. Have a nice week.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.